We are Group 5, Ahi, Olivia, Randy, and Taya, and the theater we researched is a contemporary theater, or ACT, in Seattle. This is their website, and their mission statement is, ACT is a contemporary theater where artistic ambition and civic engagement unite. So ACT is located on 700 Union Street in the heart of Seattle. Here's its location on Google Maps. It's only a 15-minute walk from Pike Place Market, so I have the walking directions here. And it is even closer to the Space Needle at only a 10-minute walk, so there are those walking directions. And next, the theater is only a 43-minute drive away from PLU. A little bit of history about ACT. It was founded in 1965 by the head of the University of Washington Theater Department, Gregory Falls. It was originally housed in a former community hall until 1996, when it moved to the Eagles Auditorium, which is its current home. This is significant because it provides ACT with 5 performance spaces, which supports their mission to connect audiences with many stages of the creative process. The type of theater presented at ACT are musical theater productions as well as straight plays, and I thought this quote from their website summarized very well how they choose their shows. Our main stage selections epitomize ACT's reputation for presenting innovative, challenging, and entertaining and relevant work. We are a contemporary theater because of our contributions to new works and because of the relevant contemporary themes we explore in classic material. So the play that I chose to present is Ride the Cyclone. I chose it because its debut at ACT was actually this musical's West Coast premiere, which I thought was interesting. So the book, music, and lyrics are by Brooke Maxwell and Jacob Richmoind, and it was shown at ACT from March 10th to May 20th, 2018. The plot summary of the show, I got this straight from ACT's website. It is, at 8:17 p.m., the St. Cassian High School Chamber Choir will board the Cyclone roller coaster. At 8:19, the front axle will break, sending them to their tragic demise. Trapped in a fantastical, carnival-like purgatory, the recently deceased teens discover a mechanical fortune teller who invites them to tell their stories of life interrupted, with the promise of a prize like no other. Welcome to the West Coast premiere of Ride the Cyclone, a wildly original new musical. Part comedy, part tragedy, and completely unexpected, this wonderfully weird story is at every turn satirical, macabre, creepy, campy, and hilarious.
Hello there. Today we're going to be learning about the seasons by the calendar year of 2019 for the Contemporary Theater, which is the ACT Theater in Seattle. The first show is Romeo and Juliet by William Shakespeare, and it's directed by John Lings. That show ran from March 1st to the 31st of 2019. This show was written by Shakespeare from a long time ago. This one talks about Romeo and Juliet are in love with each other. Okay, for the second show, we have Passover. It is by Anthony Nadi. It's directed by Tim Bond. It played from May 31st to June 23rd of 2019. That one ran for 80 minutes. So, this show talks about young black men being murdered in America. This one is very interesting to me because this is also part of the Black Lives Matter movement here in America. The next play is Urinetown. The music and lyrics are by Mark Holloman, and the books and lyrics are by Greg Knott, and it's directed by Bill Berry. This show ran from April 6th to June 2nd of 2019. That show ran for 2 hours. This show talks about a terrible 20-year-old drought has crippled the city's water supply. The citizens must now use public pay-per-use enemies owned and operated by Urine Good Company. Okay, the next play is The Year of the Magical Dinky. This one is by Joan Didion, and it's directed by Nancy Carlin. This show played from July 19th till August 11th of 2019. That show ran for 90 minutes. This play talks about An incredible portrait of Lawson Grieve is a haunting portrait of a 4-decade-long marriage. The next play is The People of the Book. That show was by Yusuf El Gudi, directed by John Lange, and it played from September 6th till September 29th, 2019. That play lasted for 1 hour and 40 minutes. This play talks about a person named Jason who just returned from the war to liberate glory after writing an international bestseller, but his celebrity is underscored by his marriage to Medina, which is an Iraqi woman who she was saved by. The next play is Dracula. That play is by Stephen Diaz, directed by John Lange, and that play ran from October 18th till November 17th of 2019. This play lasted for 90 minutes. So, now this is the press coverage of the theater, or inside the theater. So, in this one, according to Jesse Green from the New York Times, in the last year, I've seen 6 new plays about young black men being murdered in America. And this is an FYI, this is a play from inside the theater. So this play is called Passover. Okay, I'm going to continue now. So, throughout all who are powerful, they face a common difficulty: how to theorize in one gesture both individual devastation and collective disasters. And Tony Nandui's solution in the searching drama is to weld the story of 2 black youths in a city like Chicago to spiritual anciennities, including enslaved African American, biblical Israelites, and Beckett's hobos, Vladimir and Esquadron. In Daniel Toomer's production for LCT3, the combined weight of the past and the present was overwhelming. Personally, this play was very powerful because, over the past year, our Black Lives Matter has been heavily increasing, in which, I'm grateful for, because nowadays we need to understand about why Black matters actually matter here in our country. Well, not just in our country, but all over the world. Okay. Now, for the artistic director of the A Contemporary Theater, which is the ACT, the artistic director is John Lange. John Lange has served as an artistic director since 2016. He joined ACT in 2013 as Associate Artistic Director. Lange's 60-year freelance career afforded him the opportunity to work with many prestigious theater companies across the country. He has directed productions as Playwright, Horizon, New York, Ensemble Studio Theater, New York, Milwaukee Repertory Theater, Luck Glass Theater Company in Chicago, Circle X in Los Angeles, the Resident Embassy, New Century Theater Company, Washington Embassy Theater, and Seattle Shakespeare Company. Lange received his directing degree from the University of North Carolina School of the Arts. Some of his favorite directing credits include the Czech Philosophy of the World, Los Angeles Drama Critic Circle Award for Best Original Musical, and Brother Karamazov. 7 LACC awards, including Best Production of the Year and Best Direction. And directing Kurt Beadle and King Lear. Lange received the first annual Seattle Gregory Award honoring excellence in directing for The Adding Machine. As a dedicated fan of original work, Lange had shepherded over a dozen projects over the premiere productions. Okay, so for the past play from the ACT Theater, I have decided a past play, which is called Passover. The reason why I picked the play Passover is because that play talks about the Black Lives Matter. It is really powerful to me, and I'm very interested in it. So, for the summary of the plot, Moses and Kichi stand around on the corner, talking smack, passing the time, and hopefully that today a miracle will come. A productive matchup of waiting for Godot and the Exodus Saga, Passover exposure, the unique human spirit of young black men who dream about a promised land they yet to find. The playwright is from Antoinette Nadine and is presented on May 31st till June 23rd of 2019. This play is part of the Black Lives Matter, which I have explained earlier, but I'll explain it again. This play is kind of like part of the Black Lives Matter because of the incidents we've been having over the past year with the Black Lives getting killed from police brutality or just not treating them correctly as we should.
ACT Theater has 7 other venues, and the first that we will be talking about is the Allen Theater. The Allen Theater is designed as more of a circle space to make it seem more inclusive and more small and intimate. It seats about 434 people, but what's interesting about the Allen Theater is that the seats are movable. So especially if you are to look up the Allen Theater on Google, you will find that they have done many other different types of seating arrangements, but the circle is the most traditional because of what it presents. The next one we will be looking at is the Falls Theater. The Falls Theater seats 409 people, which includes the balcony that goes all the way around the seating on the floor. And to the right, we can see that on the seating chart as well. The next is the Boulet Cabaret. As we can see at the Boulet Cabaret, there are 2 different balconies on either side of the floor where the stage maintains. It seats 160 people for a plated meal, or for just a seated reception without meals, it's still 160. However, if it is a standing reception, it will support up to 200 people as their capacity. The next one is the Eulalie Scanduzzi space. It is a newly converted performance space. Unfortunately, I could not find any images of it whatsoever or its seating chart. All of my information was found on the acttheater.org website itself. But what I did find was that the standing reception can be up to 90, the seated dinner can be up to 60, and just the seated without the dinner can be up to 75 capacity. This is the Buster space. Again, no information could be found, but I couldn't even find seated capacity either. So this is just an image of what the Buster space looks like. Next is the Ackerley Forum in Falls Lobby. The lobby will support 50 guests for standing or 25 for seating. It is attached to the Falls Lobby, which is through these doors right here, and that can support a 100 standing capacity. Next is the Poncho Lobby. Again, could not find a seating chart, but what we did find was that it supports a 100 standing capacity, a 70 seating capacity, and if it is a plated meal, it will be a 90 capacity. Next is some audition information back from 2019. There wasn't any that I could find for 2020. It is EPA based and it is in Seattle. The operating budget of 2017 for ACT Theater was a total revenue of $7 million, roughly, and as we can see, a good percentage of their total revenue came from contributions and program services, and a very small percent of their notable expenses was 3.7% of their executive compensation. The theater type is a large LORT, which is a League of Residence Theater. And one of their classic tales that they tell traditionally every year is A Christmas Carol. This year, 2020, it would be the 45th year that they have performed this. However, because of COVID, it'll be done virtually. It will be playing on November 27th through December 27th, so for an entire month, and you can enjoy it from the comfort of your own home in your cozy blankets with your hot cocoa. A summary of A Christmas Carol tells the story of Ebenezer Scrooge, a miserly and miserable old man who torments everyone he sees on most most days, but is especially cranky at Christmas. Our celebrated adaptation follows the original Dickens tale, taking audiences along on Scrooge's transformational journey through time. Three ghostly visitors lead Scrooge on a trip through Christmas past, present, and future, helping him to understand the true meaning of the holiday spirit when at last he is overwhelmed with joy by the chance at redemption. I personally love this carol. This summary was from ACT Theater themselves, and something that I thought I wanted to include for you was that there are 3 different ticket prices that you can pay for all the way up till Thanksgiving. After that, the ticket prices will go up. But there's a $45 ticket fee because it is the 45th anniversary. And if you pay at that level, they are going to do something really cool, which is add your name in a special message to a part of their website so you could always be remembered and remember this play for it being the first ever virtual performance of this play. However, if that is too expensive, they also have a $20 and a $35 ticket. And what's really cool is that all these tickets provide you with the same level of access. So if anybody is interested in watching The Christmas Carol, I personally think I'm going to. I really love this. There's your information.
Hello, this is Olivia. I will be recording the last few slides for Group 5, and I will start with the educational programs. I found a few educational programs, and they are very nice free programs that work for this program, but they do not work right now, so we cannot access them at this current moment because COVID. Next is the next few slides are Playmakers, online benefit events, and Christmas at home. So for Playmakers, I did not find anything. I believe that they share Playmakers with other theaters and will not be having any of their own. I did not find any online benefits either, so that made me a little concerned for this theater. Christmas at home, they are doing a Christmas Carol, which a lot of theaters are doing, and it is the 45th year that they are doing this. A past play that they did is The Crucible, which is a play about a bunch of women who were blamed for being witches in Massachusetts in 1853, when that was a big thing. I hope you liked this presentation.